Look, man, everything is easier said than done. Everything in life is difficult. Everything in life is challenging. You know, nothing is easy. There is no easy way to make money. There's no easy way to start your career. There's no easy way to level up and be disciplined and get your life on track. There is no easy way. But the one thing that is going to change your life is this. If you're stuck on a decision, on a career path, something you got to do, then one easy thing to filter out good and bad is to think of things like this. If you think of the negatives of that thing, all right? The negatives are just super terrible. They just hurt you so much just thinking about these negatives. And if the positives aren't really that great, they're kind of okay. That means that one thing is not for you. You shouldn't be doing that. And on the other hand, if you think of the positives and they're just amazing, like this is the life you want to live, they're so good. And then if you think about the negatives of that thing, it's like, it's not even that bad, to be honest. And personally, when I thought of YouTube as my career path in life, I just did the same thing. You know, I thought of the negatives and the positives. Like the positives, okay, you can work remotely, you can live wherever you like, you can make a lot of money, you can do the work that is creative, the work that is deeply fulfilling to you, and you can talk about what you like, you can help people the same way you've helped yourself. And all of the positives were super amazing. And there were just zero complaints. And then when it came to the negatives, it was like, these are actually not that bad, you know? Okay, what are the negatives of making YouTube videos? It's like, okay, sometimes you're not going to get views. All right, you know, I've experienced rejection and failure before. That's nothing new. Okay, what else? Long work hours. Well, so does everything else. Everything else requires long work hours. Nothing's changed. It's like it got to a point where everything about it was just simply amazing. And that's why I chose this. That's why I stuck to this. And that's why I was consistent. Because when I thought of the average career path, which is go to college, get a degree, work a job, get promoted after 5 years, and then just keep working and getting promoted. It's like the negatives, okay, well, you don't have location freedom, which is something that matters to me. There's not that much of a room of improvement with your income, which also matters to me. And you have set working hours, which is really a bummer for me because I like to have my own schedule. I like to answer to myself. And it's like, I mean, you get where I'm going with this. It was like all of the negatives were just like, damn, this kind of sucks. And then the positives were like, wow, okay, in 5 years, you can get a 5% promotion. I'm like, I mean, okay. It's like income stability. I mean, I don't really care about that. I'm not a person, I'm risk driven. So I'm the type of person who likes taking risks and likes going big or going home. It's like in 5 years from now, I'm either living in a mansion or I'm living in a shack, you know? That's the type of mentality that I have. And it's like, okay, what else, you know? And then I just kept doing this with all of these things. And it got to a point where, you know, it's like, it was so clear to me that this is what I have to do and I got to leave everything else behind. And that's exactly what I did. And ever since I made that decision, even though it was at the disappointment of everyone else in my life, you know, my family, maybe not my friends, but my family, for example, it doesn't even matter at that point because I'm fulfilled. I'm doing what I love. And this is the path I want to take, you know, and why should I risk my own fulfillment for somebody else's fulfillment? It's kind of stupid. It doesn't even make sense. You know, why would I put myself in a bad position just to put my family in a good position? You know, like it doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Do what you like. And the way you do what you like and what's really your deepest purpose in life is to just simply think of the positives and the negatives. If the positives are amazing, like this is amazing, this is perfect, and the negatives are not even that bad, to be honest, that is what you should spend your entire life doing. So that is how you make decisions on what you want to do with your life. Because when it comes to fulfillment, in my opinion, taking a decision requires considering your present fulfillment and your future fulfillment. Because if you don't have those, then nothing else matters. It doesn't matter what positives there are. If the negative is your lack of fulfillment, your lack of purpose, and your lack of meaning, then everything else is just, it doesn't even matter at that point anymore. Because your fulfillment is always going to come first. If something comes at the cost of your fulfillment and you living a meaningful and purposeful life, then it's not for you. It's going to ruin your life.